For those of you who are going to be watching this video on playback, fuck, I forgot what I was going to say. I got a bad headache and I'm exhausted, but I know the hair dyeing will be a good distraction for me. I'm just really tired. Oh, I remember what I was going to say. I'm just going to talk as if there are already people here watching. And I'm just going to say life is going decent for Matt and I. They're still in need of prayer for help. But the prayers you guys are sending out are helping. Hey Dan, hey VIP, hey Carmine. I'm glad to see all of you here. I was gonna live stream and do my hair last night, but an unmanageable wave of sad hit me, and I had a good crying session. Got all those sad feelings out, and I feel a lot more emotionally grounded, so I'm happy about that. But physically, I am exhausted. But my mood is good, my morale is good, and I hope things are good for all you guys too. Trying to section off my hair again. I can remember how I did it before. No, not down there. Okay, I think I almost have it. Yeah, I'll leave that through it. Hello, guys. I hope all of you guys here are having a good day or night, depending on where you live. We are home after a long day of being out and about, and I'm not feeling 100% right now, but my dye has faded and I don't want to have it just fade away all the way to white again. And if I wait till I feel good, the hair dyeing might not even get done. So I'm trying to push myself through this, help build up a little more willpower and endurance. And having you guys here live is a good support, and I appreciate you all. I do have a dark sense of humor. Okay. Most of it. I don't know the song 505 and I'm not up for singing right now. Hey Brian, it's good to see you. Hey Thomas, it's good to see you. And thank you, Kaus, I appreciate that. I literally just said I'm exhausted and I'm not going to sing anything. And I don't even know that song to begin with. I'm currently struggling to part my hair exactly to my liking. But I'm trying not to let it bother me and get me upset. But I am feeling the tired a little bit more. I gotta push through, because if I wait till I feel perfect, I will not get anything done. I hope I can be an encouragement to you guys to do what needs doing in your life, no matter how you're feeling. Because life doesn't stop just because your world does. And there's been many a point where I almost didn't continue living. But prayer, meeting the right friends, and just giving everything to God, it got me through the worst times of my life. And things aren't exactly peachy keen for me at the moment, but prayers for relief for physical pain and emotional pain are very much appreciated right now. I'm grieving the deaths of quite a few people who were very important to me, and I've had to live years without them, but it still hurts as if I lost them last week. And I have to pick a selected time to have a crying session to get all that pain out of my system. Because, fun fact, the chemical makeup of your tears when you cry from pain, it's chemically different than tears of happiness. And that's because a lot of the negative feelings cause certain chemical reactions in your tears, and it's pretty cool if you really think about it. Okay, I finally got this one sectioned off to my liking. I'm gonna try not to pick at it again. I'm not being mean. I'm literally exhausted and in pain, pushing myself to go past it anyways. So if I sound rude or short, I want to assure you I'm not. I have autism, and one of my problems is difficulty with facial expression and tone of voice, and using the appropriate ones at the appropriate times. So I apologize if I come off as rude. I just don't have the energy to put in extra work right now. I almost didn't even go live tonight, and I almost let myself decide to do it tomorrow, but I'll do it tomorrow. It's never helped me get anything done in life. So I encourage you guys, don't wait until tomorrow to make needed changes in your life, to make your life better. Okay. That is part of it. Drugs, just medical cannabis for pain management, and prescriptions, non-opioid, for my medical problems that cause pain. I don't intend on this live stream being a long one, because like I said, I'm beyond tired right now, and I just want you guys to appreciate that I was able to be here, because I almost didn't. Ow. That reminds me I need to drink more water. Okay. I have not listened to the song because I haven't had the chance to do it uninterrupted. But when I'm done with this hair dyeing and I make a quick little video to show the results, I will listen to your music when I am live. That way you can see my genuine first reaction to it. I'm just beyond tired right now and almost on autopilot, but now I'm gonna sleep really hard tonight. Oh, Siri, that's pretty cool. Well, I have worsening scoliosis in my spine. It's crooked like a wrecked car frame. And I am having arthritis pain. And I am dealing with nerve damage. And the discs in my spine are literally falling apart. And I'm not a good candidate for surgery because I am a very petite frame and I have a history of struggle to keep up a healthy weight. And the two surgeons I saw, they conferred with each other and agreed no surgery on me unless it's the absolute last resort, because they're convinced I will be left with more pain from the hardware than if I just manage the pain the way I do. So I'm just going to manage my pain the way I do. And it helps me have my will to live. The pain literally feels like if you got hot, broken glass shards and they're embedded in every muscle in your back, and any little movement gives you more cuts, which cause more pain. And cannabis is the only medicine that has never given me side effects I couldn't tolerate. And it works effectively to put that unbearable pain on mute. I thankfully have been able to keep up a good iron count. I take a multivitamin, and I'm making more efforts to eat whenever I feel like I can handle eating. But it's a struggle when pain kills your appetite. But without the good medical cannabis that God created to help us, I would not be able to live stream right now because I would be crying in pain right now. But because I have cannabis in my system, I'm able to handle standing and talking. And as soon as I'm done with this, I'm gonna get even more medicated because I am still hurting, but now I'm able to somewhat function. But I really hate it and get offended when people immediately go to insult me because I need weed to stay alive. They prejudge me, think I'm dirty or a hippie or some other kind of negative perception. And it used to really, really get to me. And it still does to some degree, but I've gotten better at mastering my response to it. I don't go without feeling that feeling. I'm just a little more skilled in handling it. when I am feeling that. All right. Happy I'm actually getting this done. I'm wanting to touch up my hair for a few days now in a row, but when the free time was available to do it, I was not able to because it was the end of a long work day. And when I'm tired, there's only so much I can handle. And I try not to go past my limit because when I do, it makes my life more difficult for a few days. So learning to, what's the word? Having to limit myself in what I try to do is hard for me because I like when I can do something myself. There's some things where I don't want to do myself, but knowing I can helps me feel better. Gonna hear the sink running for a second. Gotta rinse my hands for the next color. One thing I really love about the hair dye that I use is it's a good quality conditioner with the pigment added to it. No ammonia, no typical hair dye chemicals, just conditioner that adds color to your hair. Yeah, I take an anti-inflammatory, non-steroidal, prescribed by my doctor, and I take a muscle relaxant, and that with the cannabis is the most effective combo of pain management I have ever had. So I try and stick with that. Once in a while, I like a little bit of nicotine, but only once in a while. Okay, I may have squeezed out more dye than I intended, but that's okay. Another reason I love this hair dye is I found it on clearance. So I paid a small fraction of what it would have normally been. But I guess the colors I chose, for whatever reason, weren't as hot a seller as all the others. So they got put on discount, which is a win for me. I'm not going to complain. Okay, I gotta put my hair up so I don't get in my face. Okay. I'll read you guys' comments in a second. Okay, good thing that landed on a sock I don't care about. Okay, now I got the pink. More sink running. Yeah, Carmen, exactly. I have to manage my spoons, and each day I get a different number than the day before. Some days it's a lot more. And I act like a cleaning machine, taking advantage when I can. Because I feel validation and self-confidence when I'm able to help. Like housework or kind words or prayers or making tea. You know, I like helping people in general. And I recommend that if you're in pain that's not managed and cannabis is legal where you live, I recommend you give it a try. I was doubtful at first. My first 2 attempts with it were not favorable. I get the kind of migraines where I get visual distortion in one eye about half an hour before the pain is going to hit. And I also feel numbing on my face and my hand when I'm going to get a migraine. I was not aware that cannabis can make your face feel numb sometimes. And so the very first time I tried it, I was freaking out a bit, thinking, oh shit, I'm gonna get a migraine now. I only feel this numbness when I'm gonna get a migraine. And I tried it a second time, felt that numbing again, but I kept telling myself, this is normal, it's okay. You were just paranoid the first time. And then the third time it was bliss. I felt like I was laying on a cotton candy cloud, just laying on my back, starfish style, on the hardwood floor at my in-laws' house. And I've been using it for pain management ever since. And it helps me with every type of pain. Serious. Yeah, I believe it. Yeah, I take Flexeril. Good to see you, Lindsay. Slept with it on your hair. Darker, more saturated. I mean, it wouldn't hurt the hair. I mean, it's just conditioner with pigment added to it. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish setting this up, put my hair up, and I'm going to watch a couple episodes of Psych. Excellent TV show that I highly recommend if you haven't seen it yet. And after one episode, they're roughly 40 minutes long. After that episode is done, I will rinse my hair and I will show you guys the results. And then I'm going to spend the rest of the night resting. Might even go to bed early tonight. But I hope you guys are doing all right. And if you're not doing all right, I'll be praying for you that things will get better for you. Oh, you were driving. I hate driving. I'm thankful I don't have to do it anymore. Now I wash my hands. Another nice thing about this hair dye is it's hypoallergenic. And they don't test the product on animals. And it even leaves your hands feeling conditioned if you just rinse the dye off with warm water. It's pretty amazing. But the brand, for those of you who don't know, Strawberry Leopard. And this color is called Charity Grace. And I'll pull out the other two. But if you guys want to get the same dyes for yourself, or you're just curious in general, these are the other two that I use. And these are $18-ish at Sally Beauty normally, but I got these on clearance, so I feel like a winner. Alrighty. Now I gotta put a cap on my hair. And I will be able to relax. Alrighty. I will get to your guys' comments in a moment. No, I'll just do that. Okay. I'm gonna catch up on your guys' comments for a moment. There is no spoon. The Matrix. I need to rewatch The Matrix. I've forgotten most of it. Yeah, that's kind of what I feel. It's not fun. Well, thank you, Carmine. I am tense, but I know things are gonna be okay. And you guys showing up again for me, time and again. I feel very loved and cared for by you guys. And I wish I could give you all a hug in person and a head off of my vape pen. I don't hit it in the house because my parents don't like it. And they're letting us live here, so I'm fine with my only restriction being no pen in the house. Hey, Alfeo, happy to see you. Oh, damn, that really sucks, man. You're gonna see a concert, but you're back. Oof. I am so sorry that happened, man. I know how devastating it can be when you make plans and then your back's like, no, you're staying home. Purple tips. I have purple base on both sides, and the ends on this one are blue, and on this side it's hot pink. So it's a really cool color gradient effect. And it makes me happy when I catch the colors in my field of vision when I'm just doing whatever. Well, Carmine, I really love you, honey, and I appreciate you. But I'm going to be calling this in a moment. So while I'm still here, I would love it if every one of you could just let me know if you're doing well and if anything needs prayer about that I can pray for you or someone you know and care about. And then I'm going to give myself rest while watching TV, and then I'll be back to rinse these out. But I love you guys. You always make it worth my initial anxiety to go live. But got this locked in tight. That's secure. I'm debating doing pink here too. I'm gonna ask my husband. Crazy. Hey, baby.
Yes.
I have the die I intended sitting right now.
Yes.
I'm gonna keep it on for the whole first episode of Psych that we watch.
Okay.
I want your input on if you would like it or not. If I use the vibrant pink on the rest of my hair just to freshen up the red.
It won't freshen up the red. It'll be weird.
It'll be weird?
Yeah, vibrant pink and natural red. It won't.
What do you guys think? Any of you with hair dye knowledge able to chime in on this?
You're trying to scan the QR. Oh, I know how.
Hey, Fred, we're doing good.
Sometimes it doesn't.
Exhausted physically and mentally, but
I get that. And
morale and mood-wise, we're good.
It doesn't take you to
Do the pink.
Website, but it'll open like a notepad
okay.
And put like a serial number down. This is
and yeah, my husband.
Oh, okay. To my.
Oh, okay. I have a few friends on the live who say I should go for the pink because pink and red are close in color. They're both warm colors.
If you want to, baby, I'm all for you doing whatever makes you happy.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna do it.
YOLO. Go for it. And you know what? If it doesn't turn out, you can always do something else.
Yeah, I could always quick wash it out because.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tried the electric therapy thing.
How is it working?
I put it on both forearms, and there's so many modes. One of them was just making me.
I need that on my shoulders.
One of them was actually hurting me a little bit, and your mom saw and she's like, I've seen it happen. I know it's funny.
It is. I'll be right back with pink in my hair.
Good joke.
Thank you, baby. See, that's what a healthy marriage looks like. I don't need his input to change my appearance, but I ask for it because I want him to like the changes I make. Like there was one time I wanted bangs. He didn't like bangs. I got bangs. He wasn't thrilled, but he was still sweet and still complimented me all the time. But deep inside, he wished I didn't get bangs. And so that's why I don't have bangs anymore. It's a personal preference. And it does make it a little easier being able to pull all the hair back together in one go. Okay, so I'm going to do pink on all the rest of this. I'm excited, guys. My depression and grief were pretty hard to manage last night. That's why I didn't go live a second time from home. But I'm home now. I got good people who care about me, you guys included. And though I may get stressed and show physical signs of a panic attack, deep in my heart of hearts, I know I'm good. And that you and my family, you guys care enough to pray for me and say kind things and to keep returning every time you're able to watch me. And I never dreamt I would find that level of support and kindness, but you guys have given me that. And I want all of you to know that. Oh, thank you guys. I appreciate it. Hey, Roz and mate. It's good to see you. I am gonna be schmonking after I'm done putting the hair in. I'm gonna live stream just for another moment while I'm medicating outside. And if any of you also smoke, you can chime in and smoke with me. And I never use gloves anymore because I just like the feel of actually touching my hair and making sure it all feels equally saturated. I appreciate you guys. And thank you for your tough. That's real nice. Do any of you guys have any fun or funny hair dye stories? So I'd like to hear some right now. Or read, technically. Alright, I like the way this is being absorbed. Like I said earlier, it's meant to help repair the hair while adding a bit of color. So I don't have to worry about damaging these locks that I've spent 4 years growing out. Those of you who don't know, I got myself a pixie cut right before I turned 30 because I told myself, you know what, I'm almost 30 and I never got a pixie cut. I want to know what it's like to have one. I regretted it pretty damn fast because even though I looked okay, once I had gotten my hair wet and I restyled it myself, but I missed having long hair to run my hands through. And so this is 4 years of growth from a pixie cut. I'm pretty proud. You feel crazy because of what you smoked or something else? Okay, good. Gotta make sure I don't accidentally fling the hair dye everywhere. Just trying to make sure it's all saturated. I'm gonna end up using the whole bottle. And considering I spent around $4 for it, I think I got my money's worth. Sounds funny. Used to have a mohawk that looked like fire, actual fire. Ooh, that sounds bitchin'. Oh, you think you need sleep? Well, Rosin, I will pray that you get some good sleep and that nothing will wake you up and bother you until you're supposed to get up for whatever plans you have tomorrow. I'm just a married woman who cannot have her own children, and so I try to redirect that motherly energy towards you guys, and it's really helped me feel happier in life. And I thank you guys for being a part of my life. When you could have just kept scrolling, but you chose to stay. And I'll always appreciate that from you guys. You lost your vape? Aw, damn, that sucks. I'll pray that you can find it. I know the stress of losing one. I smoke for medical pain relief. I have a very, very messed up back with 4 separate diseases that are ultimately causing my spine to slowly collapse on itself. But cannabis, an NSAID, and a muscle relaxer, when taken all at the same time, is powerful enough to take away that pain so that I can be happy to be alive instead of miserable. If you've never injured your back or had any kind of back pain, consider yourself very, very fortunate, and I hope you never know what it's like firsthand. Because when my back pain is at its worst, it feels like I've got hot, broken glass, finely broken, so it's everywhere, and it feels like it's embedded in my muscles and joints in my back, and any little movement triggers a stabbing, burning pain. But that's only when I'm sober. I just take 3 hits off of my pen, and I'm able to be a person. So I will always praise the wonder of cannabis for medical use. I have no problem with it being recreational either. It's way better than alcohol for the body. Hey Mark, it's good to see you. Oh, I'm glad that I was able to help you feel better that day, Carmine. I really am. That's my goal, to get myself healed from social anxiety and to provide comfort and support for you guys. Because, like I said, I was born with the heart of a healer. I feel best when I help people through their pains because I know what pain is like. And I know what it's like to not have the support you need to get through it. And what it's like to have to pull yourself through it. And I just want to be at least one voice in your life that encourages you to keep going. And when you guys let me know how much I've helped you, that helps me too. Because it validates what I'm trying to accomplish. And I couldn't do it without you guys. I am almost done applying. I am excited. I'm going to call it now. Tired, I want to smoke. Aw, thank you for the $2 donation. I really appreciate that. I did touch up the blue on this side, so it should look really good when I rinse it off in like an hour. Yeah, I like playing with my hair. It helps distract me from my depression and anxiety. And also borderline personality disorder, which, if you're not aware of what that is, I feel every emotion that normal people feel, but for me it's always dialed up, and I'm not able to control how my emotions make me feel. But I've gotten better at handling what I do in response to that feeling. And once you learn self-control, it all gets easier from there on out. Yeah, kind of like yours. Now to put the cap on and then get my smoke on. If any of you guys smoke also, feel free to smoke along with me and let me know what you're hitting on. Last washing of my hands. This is the aftermath of the dye's effect on my hands. I don't mind it. I find it funny, if nothing else. I'm gonna take you guys with me while I smoke.
Oh, I see the little light with the microphone. That's good.
Camera detector.
Excuse me?
Anti-snooping, anti-location, anti-bugging, anti-recording.
Cool.
Oh, that's why
I have a few digestive disorders, so I belch like a man.
So one of the things that I was doing wrong
Hey, it feels good outside. Oh, can you give me the pen? I realized I forgot to grab it.
Hey, the microphones work.
They do? Nice.
Yeah, I have this one on. I tested recording myself up in the kitchen.
Oh, thank you, Jacob. I appreciate that.
I didn't even need to talk loud. I was talking like this and it picked me up perfectly. So
That's awesome.
you could literally be recording in the room and it'll be perfectly fine.
I'm happy that
The light
works.
indicates it's working. Feel fluffy this is. Wow. Super soft. So even if it rubs against you, it shouldn't hurt you.
It's awesome. That's my husband.
What's up?
And I think that shirt's pretty cool. Alright. But yeah, this water bottle is pretty big compared to my head.
Okay, shut the door because of mosquitoes.
We get mosquitoes where we live and it really sucks. Literally. I didn't even intend to make that pun. It just happened. Yeah, man, I panicked. That shit's real hard to get off of your skin and any fabrics. I burp like a human. Yeah, I am a goober. I won't deny it. It would be silly to deny it. Not to be indecent, but there's gonna be poking tonight. But I got my weed now. This is Almora ice cream cake. Strong indica, very tasty, but it does make me cough a bit.
Oh, I found it, I think. It's $38.99.
We went to Daily Deals today, $12 a day, to see if we could find any good stuff that would be worth either using for ourselves or reselling to earn a little more money. And we found every episode of Psych and the 3 movies all in one box set. And I don't know who didn't want to keep that set, but for $12 we were more than happy to take it. Yeah. I know it sounds horrible. I've been made aware of that, but it's not as bad as it sounds. Cough-wise, I mean. I can really tell that I have the tism. I used to think I was just weird, but knowing that I have the tism has helped me better handle it, because it's easier to fight a monster when you know its weaknesses. Oh, Daily Deals. They sell products that were bought from Amazon but then returned because the buyer didn't want to keep the products after all. And these stores get those returned items, and then they allow us access to buy them at a great discount. And every day Every item is a different price. On Fridays, everything is $12. And you can find some really high-end tech, home care, beauty care, pet and child care, a bunch of good stuff. And then Saturdays it goes down to 9, Sunday 7, Monday it's 5, Tuesday is 3, and Wednesday, our most favorite of days, everything is $1. And our method is we overload our cart with all the stuff that we think we could sell or use. And then when we're getting ready to leave, we sort through the cart and put back what we don't actually want and hold on to the stuff we want. And that method has been very productive. Jacob, we actually did find some stuff. Like certain clothing items, certain wearable accessories. We even found some small hand towels that said cum rack. Literally a designated cum rack. And I never thought I'd see that, but it was fucking hilarious. We bought one. Ooh, Skittles. That's a great flavor. I love the sweetness of it. Banana Rancid, or Bananarama. That one's always a really good one too. But I'm learning to embrace my tism quirks instead of trying hard to mask those quirks to fit in. Because all that shit does is tire me out and confuse other people and myself with the interaction that's going on. Oh, you can't smoke in the UK? Damn, that sucks. The pen battery I'm using is a really good one. As you can see, it's pretty compact in my hand. You can change the power setting, and it tells you how much battery life you have left, like if you need to charge it or if you're good to go. And it's been the most effective way for me to treat my pain instantly, wherever we are. Well, down to the grill or on the down, though. Damn, that's rough. They were used only one time. Is that a Y can? My dad's got a bunch of a bunch of random shit in the backyard and the patio, and the front yard and the side yards. So I literally have to stand in this small part of the patio if I don't want to be in the way of anything. But it could be worse. And I keep reminding myself that when I feel like complaining about anything. And it really helps me keep a healthier perspective on things. Oh, the brand. Yeah, it is that. Yeah, it's Yekan. And I like that it looks like mint chocolate chip ice cream with the coloring. Hey, Thug, it's great to see you. Oh, taxes tomorrow. Well, only 1 month worth of work would be easier to take care of. The nicest way I can put this about my dad, he might as well be Fred Sanford, and the rest of us are Lamont, trying to get him to get rid of shit, but he doesn't want to part with it. We've gotten letters from the city, anonymous complaints about our yard being an eyesore and a fire hazard, and I'm like, I told you. My dad's one of those who's brilliant when it comes to electronic repair, but he doesn't know how to work a laptop without getting a virus on it eventually. and he can rewire anything that needs rewiring, but he can't maintain a clean car on the inside because that's filled with a bunch of his shit too. I mean, different shit like pieces of wood, scrap leather, broken furniture pieces, you know, junkyard shit. And the smoking definitely helps me not be as upset about it. Hey, Rotten Apple, it's great to see you. Yeah, it is a shame, but perspective-wise, things could be worse. I could be homeless, living in the car with my husband. Things could be a lot worse, and we're thankful for the good that we do have. Even though it's a mixed bag, it's still better than no good at all. I'm sorry to hear that you hate your dad. There are some moments I wish I had a different father, but those moments, they come and go pretty fast. And they don't happen all that often, but they have happened a few times. But I feel sorry for you, Rotten Apple. I'll be praying for you. You don't smoke for 2 months? Damn, that's rough. Hey, Daniel, good to see you. My husband does smoke too, but he's a lighter weight than me because he doesn't need it constantly like I do. Plus, our source of income is doing DoorDash deliveries. And it's not advisable to drive while high. So, at the end of the days, he gets to unwind and have a good time, while I have to coast at a steady level, high enough that the pain won't affect my mood, but not so high that I'm unable to speak clearly or be of any help. And I feel like Jim Leahy a little bit, trying to stay in that sweet spot. Oh, thank you guys. My husband is he's the most wonderful man I have ever had the pleasure of knowing. And he's also my best friend. We both have autism, and so that allowed me to understand his weirdness and he to understand my weirdness, as if it was already done before, but we just didn't remember. It's pretty cool. Oh, you're gonna get Liddy, your pen, 6 miles away. Damn. It's not fun having to drive 6 miles, especially with how many stupid ass drivers there are. But yeah, my husband does work hard. He accepts every shift that becomes available for working for DoorDash. And he's been working to accept every order to keep the acceptance rating up. Because if you decline a certain amount of orders, out of every 100 orders you fulfill or are offered, if you don't maintain 85% acceptance or more, you get on a lower rung of the ladder, and it sucks. And we're working to try and climb our way back up. Fuck Diamond. That's a funny name for it. Oh, you have to walk? Damn, dude. If I had the means, I would help you get a ride back to your place. I'll pray for you that you'll be able to make that walk. That's rough. Yeah, I never really thought of renting a car through DoorDash. It's literally the first time ever hearing of that concept. Well, I'm feeling decently high now. I'm feeling actual hunger right now, so I gotta jump on that. I love you guys. I will be back again in roughly an hour to rinse out my hair and show you guys how it turned out. I'll be back. But in case I don't see you, I hope that you have a good night and a good work day tomorrow. And be good to yourselves and each other. Oh wait, you have a question? Okay, I can wait a second for that. I look like we're gonna... Yeah, I can see I would look like a cafeteria lady to some extent. That's funny. Damn, rotten apple. I'll pray that God will cause everything that He knows will cause your dad to actually help you. Yeah, my scalp heat is warming the dye so it'll really set. And I will rinse it cold. Yes, we are, Thug. It's just, without getting into detail, certain positions are not easy to do, and others are preferred. Some I flat out cannot do, and I won't elaborate, but that's all I gotta say. But, yeah, we try to go on date nights, but we've been so busy trying to work and get our debt paid off. I've had a hard time scheduling one, but we're going to soon. I gotta let you guys go now, but I love you. I'll be back later. I hope you have a good night. Be good to yourselves and to each other.